episode of Northside Manner. I'm Gabriella.
And I'm Michael. Sorry for the week's hiatus, but we're back.
And we're excited to be back. We have your game recaps,
Your all-star voting update,
and your choice for our Northside Inside Topic this week. So let's get started. Time for game recaps. The Phillies series last weekend, Friday, the Cubs won 6-2. Jorge Soler homered, and David Ross with his 100th career home run. Chris Bryant also homered. Saturday, the Cubs won 4-1. Dexter Fowler homered. Ben Zobrist and Jason Hayward doubled. Kyle Hendricks with a complete game. Sunday, the Cubs won 7-2. Miguel Montero and Ben Zobrist homered. The Cubs got that sweep. Then they moved on to the Dodgers series. Monday, the Cubs won 2-0. Anthony Rizzo doubled. Tuesday, the Cubs lost 5-0. Wednesday, the Cubs won 2-1. Chris Bryant homered and John Lester with a complete game. Thursday, the Cubs won 7-2. Javi Baez, Jason Hayward, Chris Bryant, and Anthony Rizzo all homered. Now it's time to preview the weekend versus the Diamondbacks. Friday, today it's Archie Bradley, who is 2-0, versus John Lackey, who is 5-2. Saturday, it's Edwin Escobar, who is 0-1, versus Jason Hamill, who is 6-1. And Sunday, it's Patrick Corbin, 2-5, versus Jake Arrieta, 9-0. Time for Cubs news. The first round of All-Star voting results was released on Wednesday, and the Cubs are well represented. Anthony Rizzo is the leading vote-getter in the National League in fan voting for the 2016 Major League Baseball All-Star Game, and he could have plenty of company, as I mentioned, at the July 12th game in San Diego. The rest of the Cubs infielders are among the top vote-getters at the position. Second baseman Ben Zobrist, third baseman Chris Bryant, and shortstop Addison Russell. Dexter Fowler has received 797,160 votes and is second among NL outfielders behind the Nationals' Bryce Harper. Miguel Montero is third among NL catchers, trailing the Cardinals' Yadier Molina and the Giants' Buster Posey. Jason Hayward was fourth and Jorge Soler sixth among outfielders. If you've been watching the games this week, you probably noticed Kyle Schwarber back in the dugout with the boys. He tore both the ACL and the LCL in his left knee in the third game of the season. He was examined in Dallas on Tuesday and is making progress in his rehab, though he's not expected back this season. This was the first time Schwarber saw the doctors since undergoing surgery, and they were really happy with what they saw. Jake Arrieta didn't lose on Tuesday night, but the Cubs did, ending a streak of 23 wins when the right-hander started. Arrieta did not get a decision, throwing 7 scoreless innings in his first meeting with the Dodgers since he no-hit them last August 30th. It's the first time the Cubs have lost a game that Arrieta started since July 25th, when the Phillies' Cole Hamels no-hit Chicago at Wrigley Field. With the loss, the Cubs fell 1 win short of setting a major league record, 4 consecutive wins set by Atlanta's Chris Medley. Jason Hamill had to leave Monday's start after 2 innings because of cramping in his right hamstring. But as I said, he is expected to make his next start on Saturday against the Diamondbacks. Topic for Northside Inside, you guys voted, and with 72% of the votes, Cubs pitching. So let's talk about a little bit. John Lester, Kyle Hendricks have been awesome this week. Well, pretty much all season. I think with Kyle Hendricks as the 5th starter, kind of don't expect a lot out of him. And with last season, he was kind of iffy, but wow.
I think the biggest turnaround this year has been Jason Hamill. I think he was the least expected to do anything. And I know the experts, so to say, said that the back part of that bullpen is an issue, but I think Kyle and Jason took that to heart, and they want out and they want to be the best that they can be. And so far, the two are really, really good.
Yeah, because you expect Jake Arrieta to be good after last season. John Lester had an okay season last season. I think he's definitely improved in his game. John Lackey, had a rough start, and people were kind of worried, but he's definitely getting into the groove now. And, Jason, as you said, Jason Hamill and Kyle Hendricks come after all those people, and those pitchers are all-stars. And then you have Jason Hamill and Kyle Hendricks, who are not really household names, so to say. But they've really proven themselves.
Last year, Jake Arrieta, John Lester, and John Lackey all led the MLB in innings pitched. They were the top 3 pitchers, and they led in innings pitched and strikeouts. And it just goes to show, this Cubs bullpen has completely turned around from not just last year, but as a franchise in general.
And I also want to talk about Monday. Jason Hamill had to leave early, Travis Wood coming in, and then you had the rest of the bullpen coming in to finish off the game. How amazing were they?
They were really good. The only problem that I have with the bullpen is Clayton Richard. He's struggling a lot. I think it's time for him, to leave. He's a great pitcher, but he's not going to work in the postseason. Past couple starts, he's given up a home run. Or past couple times he's come out of the bullpen. It's been a home run here and there. So I definitely think before the trade deadline comes, the Cubs either need to get another pitcher, starting pitcher, and maybe move Kyle Hendricks into the bullpen. And so if you have a bullpen type of day, you're going to go Kyle Hendricks all the time just because of who he is. He's powerful and he's quiet. He's a deadly killer.
From last season to this season, who do you think from the bullpen has improved the most? No, tough question.
Anyone in the bullpen?
Anyone in the bullpen.
I think Hector Rondon. I really do. I mean, the dude is probably, if not the best closer in the game. One of the top closers in the game, man. This stuff is just dirty and ridiculous.
I want to say Travis Wood. He was a starter. Getting put into the bullpen, kind of takes a toll on you. You feel like you're horrible and you're only coming out of the bullpen. You're not a starter. But wow, he's definitely improved from last season. That game the other day, he won the game for the Cubs pretty much. So I just have to give it up to him. But wow, the starters and the bullpen, there needs to be a little tweaking there, and we'll probably see that soon. But all around it's been great.
Let us know what you guys think on the Cubs bullpen. Tweet us, drop a comment on a picture on Instagram. Let us know. We're at Northside Manner on all social media. A lot of around the league news for you this week. Breaking news from today. Mets third baseman David Wright is out 6 to 8 weeks, placed on the disabled list to treat a herniated disc in his neck. If you aren't paying attention to what's happening in Boston, you may want to now. With 2 more homers in Wednesday's game, the Red Sox right fielder Mookie Betts became the first player in baseball history to hit a homer in each of the first 2 innings in consecutive games, according to Elias Sports. Marlon Byrd received a 162-game suspension for violating Major League Baseball Joint Drug and Prevention Program for the 2nd time in his career. Byrd will miss the rest of the season and part of the next one. He is old, so that might be the end of his career. Mariners ace Felix Hernandez was placed on the 15-day DL with a strained right calf. Gabriella told you about the National League All-Star voting. Now I get to tell you about the American League voting. Catcher Salvador Perez is AL's leading vote getter, leading the wave of Royals players, who rank first or second at every position. Royals first baseman Eric Hosmer leads first baseman with 871,222 votes, and Tigers' Miguel Cabrera is far second with 466,523 votes. For second base, Astros' Jose Altuve takes the number 1 spot, with Royals' Omar Infante at second. Orioles' Manny Machado is first for third baseman, and Royals' Mike Moustakas is right behind him. Red Sox' Xander Bogaerts is getting well-deserved number 1 spot for shortstop, with Royals' Alcides Escobar in the 2nd spot. For the outfield, Angels' Mike Trout, Royals' Lorenzo Cain, and Orioles' Mark Trumbo get the 1st through 3rd spots. For your DH, guessed it right, David Ortiz is receiving 963,076 votes, which is by far leading in that category.
For my player of the week this week, I'm giving the honors to Javier Baez. Very much improved this season, playing excellent defense and offense as well. Those home runs, those plays, he's fun to watch. But I'm also going to give the honors to the Cubs pitchers this week.
Why?
Kyle Hendricks, John Lester, complete games. Joe Madden definitely believes in his pitchers as well as all his players, but he's putting a lot of faith in them and he's letting them get the job done. You know, they might be out there tired, but, you know, they want to go back in, they want to win this game, they want to do a complete game, and I feel like after everything that happened last season with Jake Arrieta, all the pitchers are so motivated to be that good.
Line caught by Zobrist, double play.
Here's your double play ball.
In the air, and Hamilton! Are you kidding me?
Kicks the Puig. Barney on his way to second. Puig's throw is on the money, and he got him again.
For my play of the week, none other than Javier Baez. Take a look at it.
Diving grab Baez to get Crawford.
Bonds to today.
The Diamondbacks. Coggin runs on the 3-2 and a fly ball hit to deep left. Bradley looks up. That ball is gone. A home run.
You guys voted and we listened. Home run of the week honors go to Chris Bryant, but I have to disagree with you guys. I think with yesterday's game, everyone deserves home run of the week honors. Take a look at the monster home runs hit by Cubs players yesterday.
100 team. I'd like to break through 400. As Baez sends one deep to left, and it's gone to the back of the bleachers. Hayward, right field, gone. Chris Bryant, towering blast. How far will it go? Off the board. Deep to center. Peterson back. Gone. A basket shot for Rizzo.
Well, I hope they have insurance on that video board because it's probably going to get a lot more hits on it. And I know Joe Madden yesterday, after Chris Bryant's home run, he said, I hope the video board's okay. But we also want to take this time before we leave you to introduce to you our new logo. So take a look.
And make sure you still use promo code Northside Manner on BygoneBrand.com. Get yourself a t-shirt. Summertime is here. Definitely want to represent a cool company that Bygone Brand has put on a shirt. You won't be disappointed.
Speaking of representing and t-shirts, we still have a couple t-shirts left, all larges. But, you know, if you're not a large, you probably know someone who is. Get yourself a Northside Manner shirt. We're not charging a lot.
No, only $15, and it's an extra $5 to ship it. So if you are close to us, you know where we live, we will definitely get one to you. Or if you live somewhere else, we will definitely ship one out to you guys.
Don't be afraid if you live in another state, we don't mind shipping it to you. So just let us know on our Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, we're there.
And one more thing before we go. We need your questions, Cubs questions, or baseball questions in general, and we need to send them to Connor. He is our writer for NorthsideManner.wordpress.com, and he is going to do another mailbag where he answers your questions. So send us your questions our way, and we hope to be posted in this week's edition of Mailbag.
Yeah, so make sure you do that. But for now, that's going to do it for us. We'll see you guys next weekend. I'm Gabriella.
And I'm Michael.
Go Cubs!